Okay, so you're going to have this picture in that folder that I gave you on your desktop. I do that all the time, is just throw that on your desktop using remote desktop, and you should have a picture in that folder that I gave you. And this picture is just a creepy little gnome, and what we're going to do is turn this picture into a black and white and then assign him a spot color on his hat. Okay? So I'm going to show you a lot of tools, and these are tools that I commonly use when I deal with spot colors, and I'm going to show you them in a much different fashion, more like a fashion that you would take if you were a digital photo manipulation person, where you're going in here and making changes to the picture. That it's certainly not the only way to do it. I just want to make sure I show you this way. That way it's a little easier to understand as far as channel selections and how they go, and a very fast method of doing this. So first off, I want to go Workspace Essentials default. Okay. And I know something about my Photoshop which is kind of disturbing, is I'm missing a button right here because of my low resolution. So hopefully if I click this button, yeah, there we go. So by clicking this button I can get that back. You should have this button no problem. It's located right here. What I want to do is first strip away all color. So I go Image, Mode, Grayscale, Discard. Okay. Also, I want some more real estate. I feel like this gnome is just being kind of pinched up here. So with white in my background, so this is how you switch that. With white in my background, what I want to do is go Image, Canvas Size, and I'm just going to make a little bit of canvas size on the height. So 16 maybe. There we go. Now I have a little bit more real estate. Another thing I want to do is go to my layers and do a few things. What I want to do is double click this background. That will unlock it. And I want to make a new layer and put the gnome on the top. Alright, so what I'm going to do is cut him out of the back or the foreground. So I won't see any of these weeds. I just want him, and I want his little sign. The way I'm going to do this is go in and push this button down. Whoops. And I'm going to have the brush on with a much softer brush, like a 17. And if I did this right, you will see, there we go, a red. Okay, so I'm cutting or coloring onto the gnome. Now make sure this opacity is set 100. This is 100, no airbrush whatsoever. And I'm simply going to go in here and paint him. Another tool that I use to do this is Navigator, so I can zoom in and out. Because the further I'm zoomed in, the sharper the mask is going to be, because I'm adding more detail that way because I'm zoomed in. So what I usually do is just go along the outside with a thinner line, take my time, and start painting the gnome red. Okay, so this is going to take me a couple minutes, no doubt about it. And in the next video, what I'm going to do is show you the next step. So you must paint the whole entire gnome red. Some little tools that are going to help you along the way is the bracket keys on the keyboard. They make the brush bigger and smaller. So if I get a bigger area, I can just power it out. And then when I get closer to the outside edge, that's when I make a thinner brush and take my time. Okay. Also, if I think I messed up and went a little too far like this, I can use my Wacom tablet, flip the pen around, and now I can erase the mask. So sometimes it's easier to go a little too far, like this, and then erase the mask back, because that way I have a sharp brush by using the sharp eraser, and then I have a soft brush by using the red. Okay, so go ahead and paint the gnome red, and then I'll see you in the next video.